Earlier this week, I posted an update on the 1.5 gallon Pico tank, but today we're going to switch focus and look at the 20 gallon long, which is my main entry into Rico's Nano Tank Challenge 2018. This is where I'm focusing most of my efforts on, and let's take a closer look at what's changed. First, we'll look at some of the equipment upgrades, and then take a look at some of the new inhabitants, which I've added in the last few weeks. First, I've added a screen top because I have some new residents that I want to keep inside this tank. Here you'll also see I've added a small protein skimmer, and then over on the other side we'll get a look at the Chaeto reactor, which seems to be doing its job. It's been working well for me. I've also added a 90-degree elbow on my auto top-off line because the new screen top was interfering with the addition of the new water. And there's my dosing pump. So far I've been happy with those changes, and there is one other thing which I've added or changed, and that is the addition of a 120-degree lens kit for my max spec Razor lighting system. This allows the lights to produce a more diffuse and uniform lighting over the tank, and I think it was a good upgrade over the stock lenses. Alright, so let's talk about the main attraction. I have finally found the fish that I've been looking for at Live Aquaria, obviously. As you may have already spotted on the labels, these are the barnacle blennies. I could not find these guys anywhere local, but luckily I did see them on Live Aquaria and they were on sale, so I ended up ordering 5 of them, and they all arrived in great shape. Now they did arrive a little bit smaller than I was expecting, but that's okay because they are healthy and they have a huge appetite, and I'm sure that they will grow quickly. We will be getting a closer look at these guys in just a little bit, but I'm pretty confident already that these are some of the more entertaining fish that I've ever owned. Here they are in the acclimation bucket, and as you can see, they are just little guys. I would say they are not much larger than your standard guppy. Alright, so back to the tank. Obviously, there is some hair algae in here. I don't think it's anything to panic about just yet. I just mainly need to stick to the plan of good water quality, water changes, manual removal, and hopefully it will start to burn itself out soon. It does seem to be limited mostly to the Tonga branch and the new barnacles that I added, and these are the items which I did not cycle ahead of time before adding them into this tank, so maybe that's why. In any event, I hope to have a handle on this in the next few weeks. On to the corals. I am starting to see signs of growth, so that's a good thing. All these frags started out as fresh cuts, but I am starting to see signs of them encrusting onto the frag plugs or some little white nubs that are new signs of growth, and that's pretty exciting to see. It has not been all success stories, however. A few of the agro frags have checked out on me, but I guess that's to be expected in such a new system. I'm still working on my lighting schedule and stable water chemistry, so things are going to be touch and go for a while. Overall though, most things are doing pretty good, and I'm encouraged by what I see. Okay, on to the stars of the show. I basically designed this tank with these fish in mind. I added those barnacle clusters as one of the main focal points in my aquascape. The idea was for these fish to take up residence within those barnacles, and I think they will someday. But for right now, a snail shell seems like a good enough home. It's fun doing a head count on these guys. It's almost like a game of hide and seek. I'm never sure where they're going to be hiding, but when I look close enough, I always find their funny little heads poking out behind some coral frag or little piece of rubble rock. And if I can't find them, a little bit of food in the water column is usually all it takes to get them to reveal their hiding spots. Fish were not the only new additions. I did add a few peppermint shrimp, snails, and hermit crabs to the cleanup crew roster. I do have plans for a few more additions. I will likely add any interesting invertebrates as I come across them, and I'm also thinking some other sort of fish that will occupy the upper areas of the water column. I've never kept Bangai cardinalfish, so I was thinking maybe a few of those would be suitable. If you have any experience with those, let me know what you think. I just don't want to get anything that's going to harass the blennies. Alright, I think that's going to be it for today's update. I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you want to see how this tank progresses over the next year, hit that subscribe button and follow along. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and it never hurts if you hit that thumbs up button if you like the content. And again, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.